So there's something I've been noticing, especially for those of you that have been on the spiritual path for quite a while. And there's this thing that's happening where it's like the more you take in, the more you listen to podcasts, the more you learn, the more you train, right? The more programs you take. It's almost like the more confused we get. And what is happening there? Because it's something that you're not alone with in your experience if you are experiencing this. And so let's take a deeper look at it because it's a really important question to really unearth here. So for those of you who are new here, welcome. My name is Ava and I channel a being named DiYeena from the Pleiadian Family. And if you are new, make sure you grab your tea because she's going to want to sip some tea with you. So I'll go ahead and take a little bit of a back seat in my body and bring in DiYeena and ask this question around how do we really resource and what is the way through here with all of the desire to know more, to be better, to get to our essence, to live our deepest, our highest potential, and all these things. Like there's a deep, authentic desire somewhere underneath all of this that is actually pulling us to all of this more. But how can we do it in a way that we're not getting lost in all of it? So let's go ahead and dive into it. Here we go. Greetings. This is DiYeena of the Pleiadian Family. We are here to bring the love, first and foremost, bring the love, and also to sip some tea with you all. So what do you have here in your glass today? You can type it in the chat here. We love to hear from you all. Where are you coming from here? We are here in beautiful Vermont, in the what you call the United States here. So we are in the green hills of Vermont. It's very beautiful. We have the rooster crowing in the background. So if you hear it, that is just a farm's rooster. His name is Hank, by the way. We did not name him, but he came with the name Hank and he's learning how to use his voice, you see. So it's good, you see. It's all good, you see. We all have our soul missions here, right? So here we are here. Well, we have some cacao here, probably from, well, who knows here? But we're going to see. We smell some Vermont in the cup, so perhaps we have some sweetener here from Vermont. Let's see. Oh, nice. Yes, we like the cacao. It's good, you see. It's got some good grooves, you see. The roots are pretty interesting too, if you want to ask that question someday. So that's a good one. Okay, so here you are. Another question here, really focusing in on sovereignty, anchoring into yourself, and how to really navigate through this complexity of world, you see, because there is no lack these days of the ability to get into the moreness, right? To get into the moreness. And you're not alone in your desire because we all desire to be our best, right? We are all striving for more. But what we forget here is that you're not broken. There's nothing to fix. There's nothing to heal. You see, these are all these stories we place on ourselves that we are somebody who is broken or someone with this belief or that's this thing that is somehow connected into our self, our essence. And it's simply not true. They're just simply things we're playing with in consciousness, some little things. And it's not important to hold on to necessarily. So we have to really navigate and discern here. Discernment is the big word here, because when you go through all of these layers here, when you're looking out at the world and you're deciding, well, do I go listen to another thing? Do I go get another training program? Do I go take another Reiki course? Do I go get another certification? You see, we really have to ask ourselves what's really at the root of that desire. You see, because at the end of the day, we're coming out from this feeling more confused because we're getting things from different lineages, typically. Then different lineages have different perspectives, different angles in consciousness. So it can seem very confusing. Say, well, over here it says one thing, and over here it says something completely different, which is right. Over here they say to walk in circles to meditate. Over here they say to sit in cross-legged like a pretzel. Others say don't meditate at all. Which do I believe? Which is right? You see, how do I know? You see. And the more you put on, the more you learn, the more you try to figure out the answers for yourself, oftentimes it does lead to more confusion, especially if you are getting your information from humans that are are specifically coming from different lineages. We're going to put it like that. If you follow the frequency back, you see, there's schools of thought connected to these things. A lot of them are very ancient in their ways, you see. But if you're trying to go one over here and then one over here, even the good teachers will advise against this, you see. This is why they'll say one teacher, you see. Because if you have more than one, you see, one is really more than you need anyway, you see. Really. You see, at certain points in your juncture, it's nice to have a guide and a mentor. At some point, though, you drop all of that, you see, and you really come into your own inner knowing. But anyway, it's okay, but don't go more than one, because then you get confused, you see. So if you're going to go with one, you're going to learn, go and do a deep dive with the one that feels right for you. And this takes some knowing of yourself. This takes some actual trusting of yourself and actually attunement into your specificity of frequency, your specificity of essence, your specificity of perspective, and to find a mentor or a teacher that aligns with your essence, so that what it does then is something completely different from going and dabbling over here and dabbling over there. What it does is it points you into yourself. That is what a good teacher does, is points you back to yourself and helps you to recognize, puts a mirror up to your own essence, your own energetics, what makes you unique, what is your gift, what is your soul song. This is really at a certain stage what a teacher is necessary for some. Others already have that clarity and maybe don't even need the teacher, you see. But if you're feeling called toward that, toward an external mentor or teacher or guide, make sure that you're going with one, and make sure that one feels aligned for you. And then you always have to be available for recognizing when something is off, when something is out of alignment, when something doesn't feel right. And trusting that, you see. Because your inner compass is the only thing that is true at the end of the day, no matter what the teacher says, no matter what the external resource is saying. If there is something in you that is going, I don't know about that, that is what you trust. Doesn't matter where the information comes from. You always trust yourself, you see. Now, that said, one thing that is also happening, which we've touched on in other videos, is that there's this thing happening where we're all losing our ability to trust ourselves, or not all, but a lot. A lot of us are losing that ability because of how much is outside of ourselves, you see. And we're outsourcing. We're outsourcing all of it, you see. And so it's important to recognize, how do I actually get that anchor point back? You see, how do I actually land in myself so I can trust myself again? So I don't even need DiYeena. So I don't even need these other teachers, you see. Because at the end of the day, you really don't, you see. Because DiYeena is just another perspective too, you see. So how do you really tune into a place where your truth is being honored, you see? And a good teacher honors that truth and amplifies it, you see. Honors and amplifies the light within yourself. And that starts with your own honoring of yourself and amplifying of yourself. So start with you. You don't need anyone outside of yourself to give a little bit of love in there, to say, good job. You pat yourself on the back, you see. So these are simple things, simple things. But at the end of the day, you have to be really willing to just make the turn. It's a 180-degree shift, you see, from doing that to doing this, internal. Inside. Look within, my dears. Oh, DiYeena says all these simple things. Okay, well then are you going to listen so we can stop talking here? You see, they were making jokes, because why not? You see, it's good to make a joke. We'll have a sip of tea for that. Have a sip of tea with us here, because what happens is important. You see, we'll just leave it like that for now. So it's just the subtle way, you see. What we will say here is that it doesn't matter what DiYeena is saying, the words here. Because what's happening when you hear the frequencies, this is why we come in this particular way. It's not so much to freak everyone out or anything like that, or get everyone curious, you see. It's really because the frequencies, the tonalities are awakening important things within your own frequency that are ready. Oh, yes, I remember that part of myself. Oh, yes, there it is, you see. It's like that. And it meets you where you're at. You see, so take the messages as these little internal wake-up calls for yourself of like, oh, where did I go? Oh, yes, there I am. That is the point of this. Where did I go? Oh, yes, there I am. There's that part of me that's been wanting to come alive for a long time, and it's finally getting to come back. So it's this constant coming back into yourself and allowing your own light, your own beauty, your own unique essence to be fully seen and heard in this world. That is really what you're here for, my dears. That is what you're here for. So don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to give your gift. Don't be afraid to shine your light. Don't be afraid to speak your truth. Do it from love. Do it from authenticity. Do it from sovereignty. You see, do it from these places of wholeness, and you become a blessing to the world. When you give from a place of wholeness, you are a blessing to the world. So let yourself be the blessing that you're meant to be. Blessings, dear ones, from the Pleiadians. We love you very much, and we hope this has been helpful, because we sure love it. And we hope you come to the party. We have DiYeena Live parties, and you are all welcome. You're all invited to the party. So if you haven't been to the DiYeena Live party, make sure you come to the party. It's a big party. It happens all the time. We're doing our first one here next month or somewhere. You talk to Ava about the timing, but come to the party, because these are gathering points where we get to come together and uplift in frequency for the whole world, really. So come be a part of it. We love you dearly. Blessings, dear ones. I trust that message was exactly what you needed to hear today. And if you liked this video, please give a subscribe if you haven't done so already. Show your support, show your love, share this with a friend. And also, please, if you have not checked it out yet, go to the website, avaorah.com/live, and connect into DiYeena Live. It's happening every month, once a month on a Sunday. Come and get your church for the month of DiYeena Live, and you can ask your questions. You can submit your questions and have DiYeena answer them live in person in the group setting here. So it's a really sweet and potent opportunity to ask those questions that you really want answered, and to just get them answered from that higher perspective and that higher frequency of love that DiYeena brings. So thanks for being here, everyone. And we can't wait to see you next time. And thanks for showing up for yourself today. We'll see you soon.